Hey everybody, what's up everyone? Good evening. It's late at night. I know a lot of people are just resting, you know, resting at home with their loved ones. Must be nice. Must be nice. Okay. Me, here relaxing. Yeah. A lot of people, they see me smiling all the time. They see me always cheery. They see me always uplifting people's spirit, always giving good advice, always there for others. And I tell you, when it comes to myself, there's nobody there for me. Nobody. Not anybody that I can call. If I was in an emergency, there's not anybody there. Nobody. They'll say, I'm there for you. They'll tell you, if anything happens, you can call me. But I know when it's really like that, there's nobody there. They pretend to be there, but they're not. And that's why I was talking about the other day, how people will say, oh, we locked in like this or whatever. And I'm like, yeah. But I know deep down, we not. Not locked in at any point. At the end of the day, people use people for whatever reasons they use people. We talked about that. People fake relationships, but for whatever reason. We talked about that. And what do we do when there's people around us that we care about, but they don't care about us? What do? I'll tell you this. I give space. See how this is my space? This is my space. I like to give people space. Sometimes people have to have that space to reflect and to reevaluate and do an audit of the things they focus on in their lives. That's what I think. I don't have all the answers. I don't have all of the answers at all. But I know one thing for sure. It's like the worst thing to have poor communication in any situation, any relationship, even work. I know a lot of people probably came here to laugh and say, oh, she finally fell from grace. I didn't. I was laughing earlier today, I guess, You see me on live earlier, eating some chicken and this and that. But I'm telling you, none of those things matter to me. The people I care about matter to me. But if I don't matter to them, why am I even there? If they don't see me, I should just walk away. Yeah, you just walk away. People will ignore you, ignore everything you say, and then say you're playing a game. People will just sit around and not care about anything going on in your life, and ask you to jump in a parachute and land in Ohio somewhere because they felt like it. Well, At some point, everything comes to an end. After a while, people get tired of the games, get tired of waiting for people to change, tired of waiting for them to actually realize that you're not stupid. You gave grace where no grace was deserved. You know? A lot of times we give people passes. You get a pass, you get a pass, you get a pass. We give them passes. But a lot of times they didn't earn a pass. They don't deserve a pass. Sometimes they come straight up asking for the pass before anything even happens. Really dark. It's going to make me restless. It'll make me restless. I won't be able to sleep. I won't. And I'm so mad. I'm so mad. That's why I like karaoke. And I like the movie scripts. Because I could release my frustrations in a more controlled environment. Because today, oh my goodness, if somebody said something the wrong way today, well, yesterday night, if somebody said something, it's like, what did you say? Just keep that in mind when you come to New York. You ever hear somebody say, what? What did you say? Don't say nothing. Unless you're going to be like, well, I was going to say I was going to the zoo. You want to say something smart, don't say nothing. That means they like right here. And as soon as you say it, it's going to reach right there. What you said? Yeah, nothing. Not today. And I tell you, when people around influences your aggression, stay away from them. You're doing the work of the devil, eh? That's what they say. The work of the devil. Oh. Now, I'll tell you, because I'm not that religious or anything like that, but I do believe there's some serpents out there. I don't want them to touch me at all. None of them. And everybody's been staring at me when I go outside. I don't know if they recognize me from social media or something somewhere, because I ain't really that big. Or is it just the face card? The ultimate thing, the face card. This is what gets people. I ain't got my hair done. Now I just walk around in my little sweatsuit. But when a dude look me in my face and he see this proper eye contact, he loves it. And very often, when I'm walking down the street, I'm laughing about something I just saw up the street. So when I get down the street, I'm still laughing. And I'm like, and I'm laughing. And you know what they say to me? God bless you. And I turn back and I say, thank you. God bless you too. You know how they, I don't know if it's just a New York thing, but the guys are always saying, God bless you. God bless you. Oh, God bless you. Oh, bless me. And they tell you that as a reminder, stay in good spirits despite everything. That's the hard part. Despite everything, I should smile. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie. Right? Just smile. Jessica! Jessica! Jessica's not here. It's just me, Queen. And I've had some situations in my life that made me who I am, you know? But I'm not saying who I am is defined. I'm just saying how hard I hit was defined by how people treated me over the years. Made my hand heavy. It did. Even like when people see my little hands, they see my little hands like, what does she do? Just, typing on a computer? What does she do? She don't really do nothing. Look at, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you. This is me just like right now. Bruh, sometimes, like, look, this is me right now, but trust and believe. Every time something about to hit, I gotta do a little thing right here. I gotta put a little cream right here, like lighten it up. Lighten it up right here too. Give it a little scrub. Get yourself some tea tree oil, jojoba oil, and then like different products. I'm telling you, like, and do right here, because seriously, you see people's hands be all like, and it's so small. The reason why I even get like that, you could scrub it off. You really could. It's just like in between your thighs. Scrub it. Anyway, so like, no, I had to say that because I'm really getting tired of people wondering like, ooh, why you dark in the middle? Because anywhere you don't scrub, gonna be dark, bro. Like your neck, the back of your neck. So if you're watching this live and you ever hear anything, or you sit down and you leave a ring around because you ain't scrubbing your booty hard enough. Your booty is not supposed to be a darker complexion than the rest of your skin. If you scrub it more, you will get a better result. That's why I tell people, just use facial scrub for your whole body, and use and don't scrub with a regular wash rag. Use the one that has the soft cushy side and the green, what's that, green rigid side to scrub the pants. Use that. Anyway, so it'd be like one side and the other side. What was I talking about? See, it's because of y'all. I had to give somebody some advice. Anyway, so my palms, right? And then I scrub them, and then they just be so soft. And then when you look at them, you be like, oh my gosh, she looks like she never did anything with her little hands, because her hands are so soft. But I do a lot of things with my hands. A lot. And I could do a lot more. I could. I choose not to. But I could. I can do so much more. Yet I smile. Isn't that diplomatic? Smiling all the time. Isn't it? Isn't it so diplomatic of me? Just smiling. Like nothing's wrong. Like everything is normal. Right? Just like that. Is everything okay? Well, everything's just sweet. I'm having a blast. Hi, Barbie. Right? We can't be fake in this world. Sometimes when people don't know what's going on, they just don't know. And nothing will change. And sometimes they do know. And they're just getting over and over again. You think we can have that? People playing games like that? They'll even tell you playing games. You the problem. You the confusion. Remove yourself from the equation. Always do that. I always remove myself from the equation. Anytime something going on in your life, I want you to get up out of the seat in your life and go stand up in the bleachers somewhere and look down with the perspective of a spectator at your life. Look down. Then you're going to start thinking like, yeah, why the hell he hanging out with him? And why she over there? And who's this person? And you're just sitting there watching like, I already know what's going to happen as soon as she came. Oh, they getting robbed. Oh no. You know what I'm saying? Life go this way, that way, this way, that way. But I'm not going to shake it off. Sometimes when you like, because I'm not a person that have feelings. Like, I totally don't even cry. Like, I could cry on cue if it was some bread involved, period. Clock it. But as far as like regular just crying or being angry, I don't really show stuff like that. Not in public. Like, I'll be angry, but I'll try not to show it. But of course, there's situations where you got a little out of hand. Yeah. But I don't let it define me. Nobody can define me but me. Nobody else. So you can call me whatever you want and say whatever you want. I'm not listening. At all. People make sacrifices in life, but what they choose to sacrifice, we gotta remember that. That's crazy. Like, I'm not gonna just not be myself. I'm not gonna just sit around and let somebody treat me this way, that way. Ugh. I'm not gonna just be like in the way for no reason. I'm not a seat filler. People will call you last minute just to fill a space, a void of time in their life. I am not a seat filler. I'm not the person that you call when the people that you wanted to see isn't available, and then you call me. If you ever find yourself in that situation where you at a party and it's the day of the party and they call you, you are a seat filler. They planned that party weeks in advance. You weren't invited. So don't go. And if you do, don't bring a bottle. And don't bring no food neither. Just sit in the seat. Seat filler. Same way you go on a date with a guy. Seems like he's like so chill. He's not even getting to know you. You are a seat filler. Okay? Maybe he don't even like you. Maybe that's the exchange. He bought you dinner. He get to have a companion at the movie theater. You're probably a seat filler. That's why he's not talking to you. Because at the end of the day, all of these things around us don't matter. Not like you think it does. What matters is here. The people in front of you. That's what matters. I see two people watching TV. They're not thinking about each other. They're thinking about the dang TV. And you know what I said? That TV. I'll take that TV and throw it out the window. I don't need to watch TV. That's for small minds. Especially that news. If I watch TV, it better be controlled. I don't want to see a single commercial. Not one. I don't want to see no commercials. No buffering, nothing. If it's mine, I don't want to see none of that. But that's what we got, right? It's what we got. But, it's cool. But I'm going to be working on peace as usual. Just know, every time I do one of these motivational lives or informational lives, or just jokes, it's not just like to entertain others, you, everyone else. It also helps me. It helps me a lot because we all go through stuff. All of us. At one point in time or another. If I actually even told anybody what I'm going through, they would laugh. But it's me. It's Queen. And I'm going to be sad. That's me. Could be really dramatic too. But look how much time I've taken being intentional and mindful. Ooh, to not do that. Don't do that. You know, especially when I live in a place where when the animals see you weak, they try to take bites out of you. Just when they see you weak, they try to take bites out of you. So don't let nobody take a bite out of you unless you want them to. Okay? Mm-hmm. Now, I'll see you guys later. I don't know if I'll be back or if I just need to meditate, reevaluate. Please subscribe, like, share. I really need the followers, subscribers. Tell your friends. If you like my motivational clips, they're actually a whole video if you go scroll and look through it. Just like, you know, the story that I had with the 3 girls, that's a long length video. Just click on the links and you'll find it. Skip 10 minutes forward and you'll be right on time, okay? Stay true. Have a good night, good morning, whatever you're going to call this, all right? Stay lit, New York, all right? Oh my gosh. It's always something. Bye, guys. Stay lit, stay true, all right? Have a good morning. Good morning, New York. See you guys later.